good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, welcome to Mental Beast Radio. My guest is in the room. He's here. Quick sneak peek. You know, this is an awesome gentleman. This dude he's so talented. This is just one of his talents. Bam. You're going to hear from him. You're going to hear from him. Absolutely. And just about to get it in once again. We about to light up the airwaves in Chicago. Yeah, boy, Just Mike the Poet in the studio. My man, I'll tell you, look, hey, this dude is dope. Look, y'all gotta check him out. He all over the place. He on iTunes, he on CD Baby. Where else you at? You on Pandora, Amazon.
Google Play.
Yeah, Google Play, Apple Music. Hey, this man is everywhere. Everywhere. We're going to be talking a little bit about vision versus eyesight. Vision versus eyesight. And I have a great guest in the studio with me on today. It's Just Mike the Poet. How you doing, Just Mike? What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. Other than missing an hour of sleep, I'm good, man.
That's right, man. We got to get up, get out, and go get it, right?
Most definitely.
That's right. We getting it, man. Listen, I know you had an opportunity, man, to release a really powerful project, man, and definitely want to dive into it a little later in the show so we can know what you're doing. I know you're doing some things all over this country, so I'm looking forward to, man, helping share the world, share you with the world, so they can be impacted too. So,
and here is another poet on the rise.
Check my boy.
Pretty much all my life I've been known as Michael E. Williams, but one day I looked myself in the mirror, and that's when I became Just Mike. Just Mike. I am reality. Reality of those mentally institutionalized with hallucinations in the mind, injected with medications to keep me from seeing the signs. Or is it all illusions as I find solutions to this lifetime, to predict what lies ahead and to pick what to leave behind? I am reality of Christians.
Man, that was dope. My man Just Mike the Poet. You just heard a snippet of something powerful, a powerful track, a powerful album. Make sure you go on iTunes, CD Baby. Make sure you check him out on Google Play, Amazon. He all over the place. Just search. We have Just Mike the Poet in the studio. Just Mike the Poet. Just Mike, this CD is so powerful, hands down. What kind of vision did you have to bring this to pass?
Just a love and a heart, a passion for the people, for our young people that's pretty much struggling out here in the streets, struggling mentally, physically, and they just need that mentor, that father that's not there, or perhaps another lyricist to actually come into their life. So I feel with Save Our Children, Save Our Streets, it definitely brings that.
Absolutely. That's what's up, man. Look, y'all need to make sure y'all get this CD. Check him out. Like I said, just search Just Mike on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, CD Baby. He's all over the place. Just Mike the Poet. And I just want to say that we're going to have an exclusive interview after this segment. We appreciate you all tuning in. We're about to take this Mental Beast Radio into the interview room so he can share some exclusive information with you. This brother is not just a poet, he's also an author as well, a published author who released his book not too long ago. It's called The Life, The Journey. It's called Poetic Scriptures, The Life, The Journey, and the Growth, of this brother right here. So look, let's go to the interview room. Here we go. Keep it exclusive interview. So Just Mike the Poet, the author and poet, why don't you just kind of start right there and tell us what made you pick up the pen in the first place?
Well, it wasn't a choice of mine. Tragically, my sister, Lorena Lisa Williams, rest in peace, she ended up passing away March 19th of 1999. And I was so hit so hard with that because it caught everybody off guard, the whole family. And I was probably, I don't know if I was hit the most, but I was the closest to her, And I know we always had our battles and stuff like that. And she just up and left, and I never got a chance to apologize for, we do silly stuff when we're young, what I'm saying? So I was hit real hard with that. And about 2 months later, man, I just picked up a pen, man, and started writing a letter to her called A Letter to Baby Sister. And that's how I ended up writing. I wrote my first poem. That was my first poem written.
in multiple states doing some things. You know, this brother is all over the place. Week out, weekday, week out. If it's not him holding the mic, it's him supporting other poets. You know what I'm saying? You know, brother, that's season. There's so many people's lives, and I believe that when you plant those seeds, that's the fuel to the manifestation of your dreams and your goals coming to pass. How do it feel when you help people, man? Like, you know.
Man, I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose here on earth, man. Like, we all put it for something, man. And if I could put myself in a position and get my mind right, you know, I'm able to help somebody else, you know, to get their mind right, their heart, everything as well, too. You know, it kind of takes me back to the place probably where they was, you know, mentally. Yeah. And lets me know how far I am.
So, what would you say? Because, you know, I know it ain't easy. You know, when we on these journeys, you know, it's not easy. You know, we run into some roadblocks, we run into some potholes. You know, we might be laying up in the hospital bed or something, you know, because, you know, we may not have been eating properly or whatever. But what would you say that may have been either your biggest challenge or one of your biggest challenges while you've been on this journey? And how did you overcome it?
I'll say one of my biggest challenges was probably getting people to be what I'm into, you know, to have keep their interest. And how I overcame it was pretty much, I'm still overcoming it. It's just gaining more confidence, you know, in myself and knowing that there's a bigger audience that's out there that's waiting on me, you know, to get to them. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated. Okay.
When you had this vision of writing this book, did you know anything about writing a book? I mean, did you go to a book writing class or that? I mean,
no, I didn't know nothing about writing a book other than reading your book.
okay.
I read it every single day.
Okay.
That inspired me.
Wow. You know, they feel like they have to have a certain experience or whatever that they can't do it. So can you talk to that point? Like, if a person is in that space, what kind of thinking do they need to have in order to move forward?
Man, that's rough. I can look at my own personal, you know, experience, and my thoughts it was almost like, you know, if I don't do this now, you know, when? You know, when I'm gonna start to do it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I look at is, you know, God don't put visions in your heart, you know, if he don't want you to do them. You know, he may not want you to do it all at one time. You know, pray, ask him, you know, what shall I do right now? At this time that would take me to lead me to this. You know what I'm saying? Because if I never wrote the book, I would never did the CD. So it starts with one thing you need to focus on first. And once you do that and accomplish that, it's going to motivate you and give you that confidence to go on to something else.
Listen, before we close out, you know, Just Michael Poet is going to actually bless us with a live piece. A live piece. So you don't get stuff like this everywhere, but you get it on Mental News Radio.
I am a poet. With emotions of anger, pain, and tears. Poetic poems have been built inside of me for 21 years. It just took the sacrifice of my baby sister for me to begin to relive. Looking back, reflecting on my life, I began to write. It was letters, songs, poems, my own poetic scriptures. As each poem would change, so did the man in the mirror. Filling up the pages, I began to release my temper. You see, I was mad at myself for staying hid behind the chair in the Clippers, knowing that I am a poet. What you saw then was a man that was growing and going through the difficulties of a life. I was being groomed and molded into a better man and a better poet, creating poetry of healing and spiritual power. I would spend long nights. It was hour after hour, just me, my pen, and my pad. I was obsessed. Up under my eyes had became bags. I wrote more than John and Paul put together with their lines forwarded in tag. A freedom writer, a person of extraordinary talent, an author in the making. I would fill up the notebook pages. But guess what? It was all for nothing. Until one day, I hit the stages. All that was hid and written was finally spoken. Words of truth, reality, and life. You see, I'll never forget the night when I met this young lady. I believe her name was Articulate. I was featured at Living Clean, and since that night, I begun to step on the scene and bless the mics. I ran across my bro Geronimo. He told me to link up with Black Eyes. So for months, I studied the set. But the first night, oh, I knew it was right. I saw family, love, and unity. It was all black shirts with poets in purity white. I was a force on my own, but I needed more might. Something to hold me up because I was getting too light. Feeling alone on the battlefield, it was the old me and just Mike. I needed a king to take me under the wings to fulfill our dreams and purpose in life. So there's no more turning back, because every vision and dream is turning to life. So from this day forward, for poetry, I will fight. For our lost children, I will fight. From this day forward, for my son, I will live my life. I will speak more love and peace and bring more souls to Christ. If it takes me another 7 years, I will wait for a holy and virtuous wife. And you can call me crazy, but I am a poet that deserves the best because I've sacrificed. And I'm striving righteously to live my life. I'm now on a poetic mission. And for public libraries, I will write. For church sanctuaries, I will write. For Mental Beast Radio, I will write. I will help bring the dreams of Martin Luther King to life. I was born to be one of poetry's favorites. I was born to prevent our youth from dying young and being locked in the cages. My voice will be heard throughout this city and the nations. I am a poet that will be remembered for ages, known for taking a stand and making changes. I will write a song to heal the generations, speak poetic songs to decrease the hatred. My album, Save Our Little Children, Save Our Streets, will be highly anticipated. I'll become a poet's poet and a fan's favorite. Can't nothing stop me, y'all, because in my mind, I've already made it. These poetic poems, you better download and save it. I am a poet that has patiently waited. But I'm here now. I said I'm here now. And I give honor to the Langston Hughes, the Maya Angelos, the Tupac Shakurs that have paved it. I give thanks to God for my life, because through poetry, the Lord knows He saved it. You see, y'all, I'm not trying to be the coldest. I'm just speaking what He has given to me the same way He did through Moses. From the day I was born, I was chosen. And what is destined, it shall be. What has been prophesied to me daily, it's unfolding. You see, LB, it's not a game. That's why I don't never smile in my poses. Oh, but I will on today. Because in case you haven't noticed, I am a poet.
Hey, you heard it here. That's right. That's right. Give it up. 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 This dude is a mental beast. I'm trying to tell you. And listen, right here. Make sure that you check him out. It's a CD, Save Our Children, Save Our Streets. And I actually was featured on one of the tracks called the intro track that you can, it's called It's Time. And it is time. It's time for us to have vision and not just depend on our eyesight. But check it out everywhere. iTunes, CD Baby, Google Play, Amazon. You know, it's all over the place. So just make sure that you search for Just Mike the Poet, and also his book, Poetic Scriptures, the life, the growth, and the journey. Man, look, you need to flip through these pages and get some inspiration so you can take your life, your business, and career to the next level. All right?
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. You can get it right there. Poetic Scriptures, the life, the growth, and the journey. And listen to this brother right here, you know, so you can be inspired, bro.
Man, thanks for having me.
Like I shared with you yesterday, my favorite African proverb is not focusing on the seed, not focus on the harvest you reap, but focus on the seeds that you sow.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 5 a.m. Mental Beast Radio. And to all my kings, keep rising.
That's right.